a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you for listening to another edition of For Light and Dice. We have yet another special session, but before we jump into that, we're recording this on June 1st, which you know what that means. Happy Pride Month. So, all queers, let's do crimes. Speaking of crimes, we're recording some For Light and Dice right now. I have only part of the group here, because if you've been listening to the story, the whole group isn't together, so we're doing this extended split session recording with only part of the group, and so I'll let them introduce themselves in a second. But my name is Chris. I am the head referee of this this whole damn show. My pronouns are he, him, and I play everybody. So my pronouns for all the characters is all, every which way. And that's it. Robin, you want to go next?
Yes, hello. Happy Pride, everyone. My name is Robin. My pronouns are they, them. I play Zero, the droid engineer, whose pronouns are also they, them, and we are both hoping that our dice don't fuck us today.
May the forest gods be on your side.
Yes.
Colton?
Yes, hello, hi. I'm Colton. I play Koreal. We both go by any and all, and everything's fine. I definitely didn't see a tweet that is terrifying to me right before the session. It's fine. Great. Everything's cool. Everything is schnazzy. I don't know. I need more coffee. Hold on.
Okay. And Jess?
Yeah, hi, I'm Jess. My pronouns are they, them. I play Lysander, whose pronouns are he, him. Yeah, like Robin said before, happy Pride. We're gonna be gay and do crimes.
Hell yeah, we are. So speaking of crimes, let's do a real quick recap of where we left off, shall we? Lysander and Koreal, you awaken from your force trance with Orcus in the cargo bay. You had in your mind's eye a vision of the statue that has been giving out all of that dark force energy, and it slowly started to crack and break apart. And inside it, you saw a green glow. And what was creating that green glow is this strange pyramid type object that looks like it's almost made of glass, but it has like runes on the outside of it that also glow. And you also noticed as you awakened that the Squonk's alert system was active. The Squonk is screaming out alert, alert, alert over and over again, while the ship is violently shaking and there are sounds of explosions outside. Zero, you have run out of the cockpit into the cargo bay to see how everybody was doing because the ship has been jostled. I won't talk about why because I'll let you kind of explain that to everybody. And also, you also saw the idol cracking, and you see the same object from within. It's kind of sitting just outside of the cargo bay room. And with that, I will let you all. Other side note. From time to time, you hear 1 and 2 cheering, "Yay!" over and over again. You're not quite sure why. Anyway, I'll let.
That's the most terrifying thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the scariest thing of that list of descriptions.
All right, so I'll let y'all take it from here. Zero, you have just run into the cargo bay, and you see that everyone, including Orcus, is awakening.
Hello? Guys?
Hello, yes, hi.
What's happening?
Oh, you're awake. Oh, good. We are not dead.
Well, good.
Yes.
Yeah, clearly.
I'm gonna telepathically reach out to the cavalcade and just sort of get a summary of what happened, mainly just how long it's been, and, like, where are we?
Yeah, sure. Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Sure. Wisdom saving throw, that is a 14.
You connect with your ship and get a full readout of everything. You are in the middle of a battle. The cavalcade reports that you have last checked in about 11 hours ago. You've been asleep for a very long time, but perhaps not day. It wasn't days. So that's the good news.
Yeah.
There was some type of capital ship from the Hutts that showed back up to the to Lysatra and engaged the Squonk in combat. The Squonk dipped down into Lysatra and flew through a canyon, barely making out alive. Some other fighter showed up and assisted the Squonk and blew out and destroyed a few of the Hutt starships. And then when you returned into the atmosphere, the main Hutt capital ship was breaking apart and exploding, and the Squonk was literally flying through the explosion as it is now caught in a tractor beam by some kind of much larger ship that is nothing at this time but shadow. And it does not have any good readings on the ship because everything is being jammed right now. Sensors, communication, everything.
Have you ever had a headache in two brains at once? Just happen instantly?
Well,
No.
I've had that with one brain. I can't imagine it's great with two.
Okay. Well,
So, quick, there's a weird green glow happening back there in the room with the thing, and we are caught in a tractor beam.
What did you do?
I did things. I wanted to, like, try to go to Jeddah to go with the plan, and then the Squonk, the path engine wasn't happy about that, and then the Hutts came after me, and then I went to then I tried to jump to hyperspace again, and then I got pulled into the planet's gravity, and so I tried to hide in a canyon, and then someone who was very nice, I think, helped me out. Also, there's another one of 1 and 2. There's apparently a 3, and the 3 is with the person who shot the Hutt's ships down. Yeah. Oh, and then I came back up to space, and now we're in a tractor beam, and then the thing started glowing, and you guys woke up, and now you're all caught up. That's where we are.
I have... Okay. Lysander is looking around like, wait, where's Win and Gauze?
They left.
Okay.
They went to check on their other space pals. I don't know. Gauze left me a list of things that you organics might need to live. I don't know how long it's been since you've eaten. She gave me a list of things I could feed you, but I don't...
Worry about that later. I think the more pressing matter is we're caught in a tractor beam.
Yeah, and potentially even more pressing is this weird green glow. Maybe we should go look at that.
I would like to not be captured by a larger ship, says Orcus.
I as will.
Do you know how to get out of a tractor beam?
Whatever is tracking us needs to be blown up. What is tracking us?
It's too big to see.
What?
It's just shadow, right? It is too large. I literally cannot see the rest of space right now. It is massive.
The 7'5" tall Orcus that weighs at least 800 pounds suddenly springs up off the ground, and in a moment of grace, just kind of prances out of the cargo bay and runs to the closest porthole.
Um,
I'm sure that's fine.
yeah. Should we go
No.
look at this green thing?
I think let's focus right now on the tractor beam, and
On
then
tractor beam. Okay.
if we
Do you-
survive,
you
then
do
we
the-
can.
You do the force with technology and stuff. Can you like the tractor beam is technology. Can you do the force about it?
Well, let's see. Telepathically. Actually, first, would I recognize what this pyramidal glass glowing runic device is?
You will have to make a lore roll.
Okay, cool. That's an 11? I've been rolling 9s today.
You believe it is some type of strange holocron, but you've never seen one quite like this. The outer markings would suggest it is of some kind of Sith design.
Cool. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's just great. Well, if holocrons are pretty inert normally, so that could be put to the back burner. Okay. I have a very weird idea.
Uh-oh.
Can I use Cloud Mind, the force power, on the tractor beam?
My brain is breaking right now. Hold on a second.
Yeah. How would that work?
Like, I don't know, send a force signal through the cavalcade to the tractor beam to get it to, like, either falter or stop completely long enough for us to hop into hyperspace.
Hold on. I'll let the dice decide.
Okay, sounds good.
The dice say yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to say that this is going to strain you and be particularly
Sure.
dangerous for you if you fail.
I completely support that decision.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to call up the cavalcade again telepathically. Get ready to transmit towards the
Tractor beam.
tractor beam. Thank you. Yes, words.
Okay.
And then I am going to just shove as much Cloud Mind Enos powers through the cavalcade towards the tractor beam, hopefully.
All right, making me another wisdom saving throw. I don't know why I suddenly went Mario right there.
You have betrayed me in the past, so I'm not using you. So have you. You've killed one N. Alright, here we go. All of you, dice jail.
Uh-oh.
That's a 7.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yes, I can. Dice jail. Oh my Christ.
We're off to such a great
3.
start. Oh,
Lysander, you can just feel the intensity of the force as Koreal is really straining and struggling. The ship itself actually vibrates, and the holocron lifts off the ground by about half an inch. And then, Koreal, the pain and the strain is just too much for you to maintain. Blood begins to come out of whatever orifice in your head you have. And you will take 16 points of force damage. Well, bludgeoning damage.
I'm
What the
unconscious.
You're down?
That is enough to bring me to 0, yes.
oh my god. Oh my
Lysander,
god.
is this normal for force
No,
things?
no. Okay. So
Are
I'm
death saving
gonna-
throws in this system
I'm gonna
as well?
use my talent then.
Yes,
of
there is.
Spare the dying.
Oh, there we go. Okay. That's
Yeah,
just
fine.
automatic, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Lysander, you tend to Koreal and you focusing on the force, stabilize Koreal, preventing him from dying or bleeding out to death.
Yeah, just Lysander's like, no. What's...
I'm sorry I suggested you use the Force. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Okay. I'm gonna go see if Orcus knows anything.
Yeah, you do that.
Make sure he doesn't die.
Yeah.
All right. And then Zero will run off to where Orcus went.
Orcus is in one of the areas where you can operate a turret, because there's like kind of a window looking out to space, and he's just staring out, looking shocked and horrified. And when you walk up to him, he looks over at you and just says, "We need to get the hell out of this thing."
Okay. How?
Does the ship have any escape pods?
GM, does the ship have any escape pods?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Y'all did not. That is what you have not paid for.
Wonderful. We are so smart in our budgeting. Yeah, we definitely paid for new paint. That was clearly more important.
And shield generators.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, we didn't buy the escape pods because the one in 2000 had escape pods.
Oh.
So the plan was just to head to the 2000 and use those escape pods.
The ships will never be separate. That won't happen.
No, God, no.
Yeah, so, about that. The escape pods are all on the 2000.
Oh, it looks like you just shot Orcus in the chest. He looks very forlorn and almost in pain a bit, and he just says, "Well, can this thing do anything to stop the tractor beam?"
Unclear. Let me ask. And I will go back to the cockpit and plug in and interface with the Squonk up in the cockpit rather than the computer room this time. But
okay.
I'll go up to the cockpit.
All right, you do so, and you connect directly with the Squonk systems. And the Squonk says to you, "Vessel, orders."
Destroy tractor beam?
You have forbidden me in the past of slicing into systems. And he pulls up images of the Yagdual space station.
Let's call this a momentary exception to the rule. Please slice into whatever that is and make it release us.
I do not understand the exception.
Just
a moment ago, you asked to be tractor beamed.
I asked to be tractor beamed?
You accepted the help of this person we received the transmission from.
Oh, is that who that is?
I believe so.
Oh. Right. Maybe that wasn't smart. We'll be fine. Can you hail them? Will they answer our calls again?
Contacting. You can hear the beep sound of the transmission going out, and it connects. Immediately, you can hear 3 saying, "Don't move. Lay very still." And another voice is, "Shut up, 3. What?"
Hi. Yeah, I guess I didn't realize when you said we could help. I didn't know you had a bigger ship, and I didn't know you'd catch us into a tractor beam. I was just thinking I'd dock with your little fighter over there. I didn't realize that you meant dock with a thing I still can't really see.
I do not want there to be any misunderstanding, Zero.
Yeah. So, Why the tractor beam? I can fly directly to you. I don't need to be pulled.
I saw how you were flying earlier. I do not want there to be a risk to my ship.
You know what? That's fair.
But as I said earlier, I don't want there to be any misunderstanding. You're my prisoner now.
What? Prisoner? You helped me, and then you said I could either go or dock with you if I needed help, and I said I would like some help because I clearly can't do this alone. But I didn't agree to be a prisoner. You said help. Prisoner does not sound like help.
From my perspective, it's one and the same.
You should maybe talk to someone about that perspective. I don't know that that's right. Okay. Well, I'd prefer not to be your prisoner. So, if you'll just let us go, then I'll take the original offer of leaving. Thank you.
It's too late for that now.
And he disconnects.
Shit. Okay. Squonk,
Vessel.
forget what I said in the past. Please slice into the ship and get it to let us go.
Confirmed. I have an observation.
Proceed?
The more time you spend with these biological creatures, the more confusing you become, like them.
Well, I certainly become more confused. I don't know about confusing, but, fair, I guess?
So you can hear the Squonk's slicing systems revving up.
What?
The ship suddenly jostles a bit, and the Squonk announces tractor beam released. The capital ship has been shut down.
Shut down? Oh, okay. Great. Can we jump to Can we get to Jeddah, please?
I need you to use the navigation system for that.
All right, I will do so.
At that point, whoever's in the fighter gets real pissed off when he sees that, and we're gonna have to roll initiative.
Shit!
No.
Now, because you all are on the same ship, one person can roll initiative and go on your turn. You all may elect one person. Koreal, can you make a 1d4 roll?
Yes. Is that how many bones?
That's how many hit points you have.
Oh, okay.
How many bones?
How many bones? Do you have bones? Is that?
I don't have bones in my spine.
Oh god.
But I
Oh
believe
my
I have
God.
like bones in my arms,
Right.
rib, and I believe I have a skull, though
Like-
that remains to be seen.
Lysander, what's
Jesus.
your initiative?
Good question. What is? Hold on. Let me look. I
Koreal,
have
I'm
a +0, so
Well, I have a -1, so you should roll initiative.
and Koreal, you have 1 hit point according to your roll.
Yep.
All right, cool. You come to. You're in so much pain right now.
hang in there.
2 thumbs up.
Okay, I guess I'll roll then.
Yep.
I got a 12.
All right. Luckily, the Squonk crew, you get to go first. According to the navigation radar systems 0, that single fighter is still not far from you and appears to be closing in to firing range.
Yeah, I would like to use the navigation systems to get us to Jeddah, please, now.
Okay. Can you make a technology or pilot roll?
They'd both be a 13.
That will rev up the system. You have the ship can go into hyperspace in 2 rounds.
2 rounds. Okay.
And Lysander just calls out, "Zero, what's happening?"
We got out of the tractor beam, and we're now being attacked, and I'm trying to get us to Jeddah.
Orcus looks over at you, Lysander, and looks shocked and says, I think the gaze electric's adrift.
The gaze electric.
Who's electric?
Lysander is just like, oh, no.
Can I ask the cavalcade very nicely to assist the Squonk in the hyperspace calculations and possibly get us out of here sooner?
You may try that. Make another wisdom saving throw.
Is that safe?
We're gonna. Fighting the gaze electric. That's a 18. There we go. Finally, some good fucking food.
All right, I'll make a 1d4 roll, and whatever I roll will subtract from the rounds. The ship will go into hyperspace next round.
Cool.
All right, Lysander, what do you do?
Well, one, standing off in my little corner on my little comm thing, can I try to hail the gaze electric again?
You can try
that personal comm that I got last time too.
Yeah, you can go right ahead. When you try to reach for that signal, it says the signal is not available.
He's like, I thought we had a deal. You leave us alone. Well, Lysander angrily kind of like kicks the wall, and
Are you truly angry?
Yeah.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh God. I gotta what? Wait, what's my wisdom though? So 5.
5. There is a connection established. You know it's coming from that what was called a holocron, and it's telling you to indulge in your feelings and embrace this power. And you feel compelled to hop onto the weapons controls and fire at this fighter.
Okay.
You can make an attack roll at advantage.
All right. What is my attack? How do I remember what attack?
It's going to be your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity modifier.
Well, my dexterity modifier is 0, so let's see what my dice are. Proficiency. That's a 10.
You're firing back towards what looks like a small.
Oh wait, you said advantage, huh? So I can.
Yeah, advantage. You do it twice. The highest of the two.
The 10 is the higher.
So you're giving into your rage a little bit, and you're firing towards this fighter. But whoever is piloting this thing, you've never seen anyone fly quite like this. They're swooping and diving and moving completely out of the way of every single blast. And then they return fire. Natural 20.
Oh, great.
It was nice knowing you all. Excited to roll new characters.
Sorry to Charles and Hope. We said that we would.
Yeah.
Just gonna show up, see our corpses floating in space.
Oh.
Have even more emotional damage. It's gonna be great.
Zero just floating through space going, oh God! Oh God!
Yes, Zero!
I could survive in space.
Okay, Zero, can you make a D12 roll? We're going to decide which of the systems on the ship fails.
Can I elect not to?
So you can give it to somebody else on the crew, but I need somebody to do it.
No,
Not
I got
me.
it. I got a 6.
6. The blast hits the ship really hard. The ship itself takes about 34 points of damage. Thankfully, there is no hull damage, and the shields absorb most of it. But the shields also overload, causing a power surge within the ship. I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws.
Great.
Oh.
Cool. I am actually good at those.
I'm good at that too. I got a 15.
Oh, good.
Got a
20.
9.
Oh,
You got a 9? Okay.
I got a 22.
All right, so Koreal, unfortunately, you're going to take 1 point of electricity damage.
I'm
Koreal
back to
down?
be unconscious, baby.
Oh no.
But you're just at 0, so you don't have to make any death saving throws. And then next round pops in, and the ship automatically kicks into hyperdrive using the path engine, and it zips out of the system. And we're out of combat.
Everybody okay?
Oh, I can't believe we made it out alive.
Lysander in true 25-year-old teenage boy fashion angrily is banging on the controls of the weapons controls.
Yeah, doing some Kylo Ren, like, ah! Yeah.
You just hear that from wherever he's at on the ship.
Orcus kind of like puts his hands up towards you, Lysander, and just says, Lysander, you did it. You did it. You're fine. Everything's fine.
You're right. We're out of there.
Oh, when you said you had a deal, what does that mean?
Lysander feels that snaps him out of that a little bit because he remembers, like, oh fuck. Deal out. What are you talking about?
Well, you just mentioned something.
I think you must have misheard.
Maybe. I'm just glad we're out alive. So, where are we going? And Orcus yells that last part so the entire ship can hear it.
Zero will walk back towards... we're going to Jeddah!
Oh! That's pretty far away. That's good.
Yeah, you seem...
Where's Koreal again?
Yeah, you kind of like look out to the hallway, and Koreal's still like laying out in the yeah, pretty much.
Koreal's in the Family Guy like death pose.
Okay, real quick, I'm gonna.
I still have I have not been able to rest yet, so I still have no healing ability.
I can give life.
Nice.
It's fine.
Zero is gonna see Koreal's body, and then remember their babysitter binder that they got from Gauze, and look through to see anything about organic first aid.
It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
See if there's any first aid kit on the ship or something.
Lysander just kind of is saying that to himself, trying to convince himself that everything is okay. Oh, yeah. But I will place a hand on Koreal and spend one of my hit dice to give Koreal some life
some
back.
hit points back. That's it. You roll 1d8.
Yeah. Hold on. So far, all of my dice are just okay. Where's the D8? Hello, D8, where are you? I forgot what a D8 looks like. My brain is farting.
Looks like two pyramids.
Oh, okay, so
that's one of these.
Okay, I'll use my fancy little dice that makes me think of a holocron.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, two Sith holocrons touching
Two Sith holocrons touching butts. Okay. Oh, you got 4.
You have 4 hit points, Koreal.
Does anyone else taste copper?
I've never tasted anything before, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh, that tracks.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We are alive and going in hyperspace on the way to Jeddah.
Should we try and contact Win and Gauze wherever they went so they know?
I tried that, and the communications was out of range. Wherever they are, it is very far away.
And now we're going across the entire galaxy.
Of course.
Well, that gives us time to look into that safe holocron there thing.
I think we should just throw that thing out the airlock.
That is probably.
I don't know that
No.
we should open the airlock while in hyperspace.
Yeah, that's also a good point.
Good point. But Lysander seems to want to keep it.
It's not that I want to keep it, but we should at least check it out.
I had a bad feeling about this.
Well,
Yeah, what is it? What is a holocron?
a device that uses the Force to store information.
Okay, so just like a hard drive?
Yes, but fancier, and the Sith ones are usually somehow sort of malevolent.
Wait,
'Cause the
I
Sith
have...
Order is usually
Okay.
malevolent.
Supposedly I have Sith connections. Do I have a holocron?
I could open you up and find out.
I've heard that before.
Oh,
I very feebly throw something at Orcus.
You know what? Sure. I have not recharged in over a day, so I'm feeling quite sluggish, so I will probably power down here shortly. So if you want to take a look while I recharge, that would probably be a good idea.
Oh, I mean, I was joking. There is no reason for a holocron to be inserted into a droid.
Oh, okay.
but if you do want to power down and rest,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, he needs to plug in.
Yeah. Zero, very slowly, walks back to, their little charging spot in the cargo hold, and plugs in, like, right as they're about to just stop and, recharges.
One and two float into the room, and they if probe droids could look sad, they look pretty sad.
You two.
They
Why-
look at each other and they both say it was him.
Why didn't you say anything about there being a third one of you?
3? That is our brother. There are many of us.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 is on the Gaze Electric.
We all come from the Gaze Electric, 3 says. We're prototypes.
I can tell.
Okay. And
Would
they
you two like to go to sleep now?
Oh,
Yeah.
we're quite awake.
No, I think it's time for you two to go to sleep.
Oh.
Power down, like Zero.
They both do, but they drop down to the ground and kind of roll.
Lysander watches those two roll away.
If we ever start reactivating them again, we really are going to need to like put a little piece of something to stop that casing from getting dented. Whenever they
I
do
think
that.
1 and 2 have their little connection to each other where they can contact each other.
Yeah.
And if 3 is like them, then there's a chance that 1 and 2 could also be communicating with 3.
I mean, that's not necessarily a surprise. They were spying for the Squonk earlier. So, it's what a probe
I'm-
droid does, right?
I know Gauze and Win but probably Gauze mainly wouldn't like it if we messed with 1 and 2's programming.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I don't necessarily like it either.
listen, I'm quite attached to 1 and 2, but also if they're going to pose a threat to us, it is something we have to consider.
Yeah.
I agree.
I suppose
You don't have a
there
say
is-
in this. You're not part of our crew. Don't forget you're also a prisoner here.
Oh, yeah. Prisoner.
Really, after we've been through so much together.
God, this is going awfully. I mean, I'm not sure what his face. Anyway, there is a chance the Order might have a device of sorts that could block 3 and however else, so 1 and 2 can communicate only with 1 and 2. And just put them on.
They just said they're
Yeah.
not the only ones, though, so what does that mean?
If there's
There's-
more of the, if there's a
Yeah.
4, 5, 6,
This is.
What does Marchion Rowe want with probe droids?
What, to spy, presumably. It's...
Well, what did he want with the Squonk?
That's a bigger question. I don't know. You know, no one in the Nihil has ever stepped in the Gaze Electric before.
They couldn't have chosen the site electric because
What?
I keep hearing something different.
Yeah, we make that joke all the time. You know, Marchion has a swagger about him, I have to admit. So, you know, I don't know. I feel like it's appropriate.
Who is this Martian exactly?
He's the eye of the Nihil. He's the one who provides the paths that, well, I mean, you know now, I guess, so it's okay to tell you, but we use these paths to get around the galaxy undetected.
So you can only use a path if he gives you one?
Yeah.
Koreal looks at Lysander.
Lysander's quickly is like, weren't we gonna look at that holocron?
Nice deflection.
Look,
Sure.
whatever
Let's do that.
I did, I thought was for the good of the team.
I believe you. I think we are still going to have a conversation about this at a later date, but
Lysander, Marchion is a Evereni. Have you heard of them before?
No, what is an Evereni?
They are a race, a warlike race, so violent and so dangerous that they in fact destroyed themselves. It is said, when they begin their spree of death and murder, that they can see the ghosts of every person they kill, making them, rendering them eventually go insane. Marchion Rowe is a dangerous, dangerous person. I, myself, have watched an Evereni go insane before. It's not pretty.
I'll keep that in mind.
It would be best if we avoid him entirely. In fact, that's kind of what I want to talk to you about right now.
I don't think there's anything to talk about.
I think there's lots to talk about, but the thing I want to talk to you about right now is why I'm here, and why I think you all stand to benefit, and we can wash our hands of this whole situation and go our separate ways.
go on.
Someone, I don't know who, wants to buy the Squonk. Specifically, the processor inside the Squonk. And you have a second processor now, too. Both are extremely valuable. I say we just go ahead and sell them both, make our credits, and retire. You won't have to deal with this nonsense anymore. You can do what you want for the rest of your lives.
Interesting proposal.
As much as I'd love to be rid of the Squonk and you, the Squonk is also somehow connected to Zero, and we are trying to help Zero.
Ugh. He's just a droid.
And you're just a pile of meat and electricity.
Electricity, really? You think so? He kind of like looks at himself like, I am very charismatic. He starts actually like uncomfortably flexing a little bit.
My Lysander has kind of like a scoff on his face.
Anyway, that's always on the table. That's why I'm here. So,
And Where is this buyer? Do we know that?
Well, we have to connect with my boss first to set up the transaction, and I'm sure she's gonna be cool enough and merciful enough to let you all be in on a deal with her.
And who is your
I don't
boss?
believe you.
Okay, look. My boss is the leader of the Tempest that I belong to, Lorna D.
So still in the Nihil.
Yeah, but look, you can't be Nihil forever. It's not a lifestyle that leads you to have a long life expectancy, and I would like to at some point enjoy the spoils of all my work.
Let's pick this conversation up when the rest of the group is here.
The rest of the group won't understand. That Gazo, for example, really hates me.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
And
very understandable reasons. I
And
think.
why? Just because I murder innocent people and take everything I want? No,
Yeah,
Yeah.
really-
that's the sort of main issue, yes.
it's really harsh, you know. It's really judgmental, actually. He starts to actually get a little emotional. It's nothing personal, you know. It's just business.
That doesn't make it better. You understand that, right?
Better subjective.
Actually, it makes it worse, arguably. You're killing people for capitalism, not
Look, I
necessarily like...
I don't wake up every day wanting to kill people. It just kind of happens in my line of work.
Chris,
Yeah.
can Lysander well he sets it to stun. Can Lysander just shoot Orcus?
Absolutely. Make an attack roll.
Okay. Which dice? Some of you have been naughty today, so I haven't used this one yet. Attack. Okay. 17.
Oh, yeah, you hit him. Hold on. He's going to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, natural 1. Yeah, Orcus just, you hit
Yeah.
blast.
Orcus is talking, and Lysander, who's fiddling with his little, like, wrist blaster, setting it to stun, just... How close was Orcus actually to Lysander?
He's actually, like, right... I was imagining he was, like, standing right in front of you.
Yeah,
so you, like, shoot him
um,
point blank.
Yeah, Koreal and Orcus are talking. Lysander is fiddling with his wrist blaster, points it right up to Orcus's face, and then...
And Orcus just flies backward and, like, slides on the ground. He's passed out.
Lysander has a straight face the entire time doing that and walks over. It's like, is there any rope or cord? So we have...
Oh, I mean, unless we have Durasteel bindings, which I think we did on the 2000.
Everything's on the 2000.
Yeah, right.
You still have the ones that you used on him previously on this ship,
Oh,
too.
right.
But I
Okay.
do remember, if I'm not mistaken, me doing a little probing mind and realizing that he could have broken out of those
Yes.
at any moment.
Yeah, correct.
We don't have like a holding cell on the freaking Squonk, too.
We do have an airlock.
Are we gonna just shoot him out into space?
No, I'm not saying we shoot him out into space. I'm saying we threaten to shoot him out into space if he does anything bad.
That's fair. For
Be
now,
like, hey, don't do that.
for now, put this on, even though he could potentially get himself out of it.
Sure.
And Lysander tries to drag him over to where the
He's-
airlock is.
I'll help.
Okay, you'll help. Lysander, can you make an athletics roll at advantage?
Okay.
Because Koreal's helping you.
The near dead Koreal is gonna help you drag this.
Yeah, Koreal is burned, electrified.
Okay,
It's more of a emotional help.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can do it, Lysander.
that was a 17 also for doing advantage.
Yeah, Lysander, you're over it, and you're kind of like using any like remaining anger you had to just easily lift him and drag him over into the airlock, and you shut and seal the inner door, and he's remained passed out the whole time.
And then Lysander doesn't dusting off his hands, like, okay, now that that's dealt with, the holocron.
Yes. Let's not pay attention to it. The Sith are not a good group, and while I don't think I'm not 100% sure this is Sith, certainly Sith related, and I would not trust it. It is very close to the destructive of the Force. Not good, usually. Has its moments, but I don't think this is its moment.
Someone, Obsidian, wanted us to take this, and I don't
Yes.
know if they already knew that this was in there.
I don't imagine that they didn't. That Obsidian didn't. I mean, I can't really think of a reason for someone to give someone you just met a relic from a museum, if not for a very specific reason.
But if this has connections to the Sith, and then Zero and the Squonk somehow have connections to the Sith, what if this could help us help Zero?
It might. It also might lead us down the path of the dangerousness. But what I think we should do is leave it alone, put it in a box, an actual box this time, and when we get to Jeddah, which is home to numerous orders of Force people, we seek their guidance. We do not have to deal with this alone, though I would not recommend taking it to the Jedi.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And Chris,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use Affect Mind.
Okay.
So, Koreal would have to do a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
I am going to use my 2 brains feature to gain advantage for this.
Okay.
What's
What's the difficulty class? The DC?
Hold on. Frick, where do I find that again on my sheet?
It should be
It should be
there.
listed with the
Typically,
spell type.
13 is the difficulty class for most powers, but it's based off of your.
Yeah, it should be 8 plus proficiency plus spellcasting modifier or force casting modifier.
Yeah.
Okay. So 8 plus proficiency.
Yep.
Then that's 16.
Oh wow. Okay.
16.
You need a 16.
Okay.
16 or higher.
Yeah, Lysander's pretty stacked when it comes to stuff like that.
You got it. Okay. Okay, so I have to roll an 11 or higher on one of 2 dice.
Mm-hmm.
We got this. We got this. That is a 24.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So, what do you do when you're doing the mind thing, Lysander?
Lysander, well, he doesn't raise up his hand like that. He does kind of have it by his side, where his hand kind of clenches into a fist to one of them, and he's just like, I think that you should let me inspect the holocron, like trying to convince Koreal.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
do I
You
feel
can-
Koreal,
like,
when Lysander says that, you notice that there's a certain weight to the words, and there's part of your consciousness that is more than willing to allow him to do that despite your reservations, but you're able to overcome that. You're realizing the Force is being used on you.
I am going to cast hallucination on Lysander.
Oh, what does that do?
So the target must make a wisdom saving throw. It'll be 13.
Okay.
And on a failed save, I create a phantasmal object, creature, or other visible phenomenon of my choice that is no larger than a 10-foot cube and is perceivable only to the target for the duration.
All right. All right, Lysander, make a wisdom saving throw. You need a 13 or more.
Oh, I got a 21.
You two are too strong in the Force to be able to use the Force on each other.
Now I just imagine like them both like cautiously staring at each other like
Psychic
I-
battle.
like I without saying it, but they both are thinking, I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Let's not attempt this again, yeah?
I don't know what you're talking about. He just goes to the cockpit.
I am going to, Lysander goes to the cockpit. Cut that.
Cockpit. Mhm.
Yes, thank you.
It's Pride
Towards
Month.
the
You can
heart.
say cockpit.
I don't think my mouth will let me. I'm going to take the holocron and take it up to the cavalcade and lock it somewhere
All right.
in the thing. So,
Okay.
not that I don't trust Lysander, but I do not trust Lysander.
Seduced by the dark side, he is. All right, so it will take the ship several days to get to Jeddah now because you didn't have enough time to calibrate for the most optimal route, even with the path navigation system. So that will be a good stopping point for right now. So I have not prepared for Jeddah. I didn't even think you were going to get to Jeddah.
Hooray! And I can finally take a long rest.
Several,
Same.
actually.
Yeah.
Last
And-
year.
And you level.
Oh yay!
Yay!
Marcion Rose sits in his fighter, observing the Gaze Electric slowly rebooting itself and reactivating. He now has the answer to the most important question he's had these past several hours. Why Kosov and Lorna D is so interested in such an old droid ship.
It seems the stories my grandmother told were true.
As soon as the ship finishes reactivating, the Gaze Electric's processor will automatically create countermeasures preventing the Squonk from ever being able to hack into it again. Excellent, Marcion thinks to himself. But now, what to do next?
Oh, Marcion, I dropped my Yerkin fruit sherbet.
Marcion sighs. It's going to take a long time to get that out of the upholstery of the ship. But no matter. It's time now to think of next steps. And Marcion Rowe has a new initiative to enact. He's tired of dealing with the phantasmal Squonk. On the other hand, there's a beautiful planet nearby, currently defenseless, and apparently one of the crew members is from this planet.
Lots of riches to plunder down there. I wonder how interested the other Nihil would be in it.
Then again, he's already given so much to the Nihil, the paths, and soon enough, he'll give the Tempest Runners exactly what they've been asking for. A new opportunity, a part of the Eye's new initiative.
There's so much to do, 3. I say we let our friends Kosov and Lorna D know where the Squonk is going, and we make our own path. Right here, right now.
Oh boy, I like more violence, Master. Is there any way I can get more sherbet?
Ugh, very well. We'll get some on Lysatra.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to another edition of For Light and Dice. Well, the crew's still split up, and things are getting kind of rocky between some of the crew members. We'll have to find out what happens next week, which we will, and I can't wait for you all to hear the entire story. Once again, thank you so much for supporting the show, for listening to us. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our podcast. Also, special shout out to Grushkov, who not only has recently made some new music based on the High Republic book Eye of Darkness, but they're making more music based on a more recent book. If you haven't seen or followed them on social media yet, they're under @Grushkov on Instagram. At least that's where I follow them. I think they're on TikTok. But definitely check them out if you haven't done so already. Their music is a big part of the personality of the show, and I don't think the show would be nearly as cool without their music. By the way, if you find our social media account on X, Twitter, whatever it's called, under the @ForLightandDice handle, there is a link to our profile where you can find where our podcast is. Also, links to our Discord, which is totally free for anybody to join. And it's a really awesome community. The entire cast team's out there, as well as some of our coolest listeners. So definitely go there. You're welcome to join and be part of the community. It's actually a really cool place to hang out. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much for listening to our show. And as always, may the Force be with you.